Hello guys, how you doing? Welcome back to the Three Hammers. It's Luke. Sadly, no review of the Bournemouth game, as you know. Getting married, all done now, all dusted, back to the channel. Great day it was. Great to see all the lads, Paul, Lee, and all of the family. You know, it was a great day, and thank you for all the lovely messages on Twitter and Instagram from the picture. Anyway, yeah, let's get on with it. Arsenal, guys, it doesn't get any easier. You know, we've lost our first two games, and then we've got a team that, you know, a few years ago we used to be not bad record against these. You know, we used to sort of give them real good games, either a draw, sometimes we'd scrap a win, or it turns out a real big hiding for us. But yeah, they start under their new sort of regime under Unai Emery. You know, after decades with Arsene Wenger. And, you know, his first sort of transfers in, he brought in Leno, the goalkeeper, he brought in Liechtenstein, and Torreira, I think that's how you pronounce it, the midfielder. And it hasn't started great yet for them. Obviously, two tough games, you know, hard starts for them. Manchester City are just unbelievable, and can beat anyone in Europe, in my opinion. So a 2-0 loss to them is no big deal. And then obviously the Chelsea game on Saturday night, 3-2, good game. It was a real end-to-end classic, wasn't it? Sort of real top Premier League game. So again, harsh to judge where they're at because they've only played Manchester City and Chelsea. Obviously, you could probably say they're not at that level anymore, that top level, but they're certainly a fantastic side that will definitely give West Ham a lot of problems. The danger men, guys. Aubameyang, a guy that I think is going to clap in loads of goals this year. I think he's going to get at least sort of 18 to 20. Again, played against really strong opposition at the moment, so again, hard to judge. But yeah, he's dangerous, ruthless pace. Links up very well with the next man, Mkhitaryan. You know, comes from Manchester United. Did well at Manchester United. Maybe wasn't harshly sort of treated by Jose, but yeah, he's another one, very skillful, very dangerous, can put in a fantastic cross. Obviously Lacazette, another one, bags of pace, and then obviously Ozil, you know, when he's on it, which comes every now and then, he's very tough to play against. Great pass of the ball, seems to float with the ball. And obviously one more, sorry guys, I didn't even write it down, it just came into my head there, Aaron Ramsey, you know, bit of a sort of Frank Lampard style, loves getting sort of 10 to 15 goals a year. Yeah, it's going to be tough. It's going to be really tough. Obviously, emotional returns for Jack Wilshere as well. Going back to the Emirates, obviously, where he spent all of his young career, barring a couple of seasons out on loan. So yeah, I'm sure he'll want to really impress, and he has looked quite good in the games, the two games so far. You know, he's one of the sort of slight shining lights. It's just who's going to partner him in midfield for me. Looking at us, guys, obviously we're on the back of two losses. The Liverpool game, that was always going to be a loss, so we can discredit that. The Bournemouth game is a bit more concerning. Scored the penalty on out of it, didn't he? But the Callum Wilson goal was just comical. As a Bournemouth fan, you'll be sitting there going, yeah, what a goal, he's gone through their whole team. But as a West Ham fan, you're sitting there going, where was the pressure? Where was the tackles? Where was the tracking back? How did a ball go all the way through like that? Deep concerns there. For me, I'd like to see Diop coming. You know, we paid 22 million for the guy. Put him in. You know, give him a try. It's got to be done at some point. Desperately need Cresswell back. I like Masuaku, but not as a left back. Loads of the other channels have been saying, you know, he's a left winger. He's not a left back, and we need someone a bit more defensively, you know, astute, that will stay and do the defensive work rather than being too worried about getting into the attack. And that really could protect the likes of your Andersons or Yarmolenko's, whoever is going to play on that side with Cresswell, you know, because maybe Anderson, that is what a lot of the criticism is at the moment. You know, he can't get forward because he's tracking back, and no one can discredit that for Anderson. He definitely does his work, he tracks back, but he needs the freedom to be like, I don't need to track back as far because Cresswell is good enough to sort of cover me if needed. In terms of the midfield, guys, I really don't know. It's still very transitional in who is the best. You know, I think Jack has to be the starter with someone or two that are going to play around him. Will it be Rice defensive mid with Obiang, or will it be Noble there? Will it be Sanchez there? I don't know. I really don't know. And a man I definitely think should be playing is Yarmolenko. 2 games he's come on. He's looked very technically very good and done the best he can in sort of the situations that he's come on in. I did like Hernandez and Arnie, but again, I don't know. Lucas Perez looked okay when he come on. It's like I say, it's very, very tough to judge this team at the moment because it's transitional. And anyone who, I don't know whether anyone see the TalkSport thing where the guy was saying it's time for Pellegrini to go Arsene Wenger in. Come on, mate, seriously, like you've got to be realistic of where we are as a club. And it's that cliche saying of Rome wasn't built in a day, and it's not going to happen. Listen, 10, 12 games in, yeah, start panicking. But at the minute, you know, it's going to take time. And Nicky said it, and I think Ryan said it on West Ham Fan TV. When it clicks, it is going to click good. But it's just finding what that formation is, who clicks where, like who complements each other. Yeah, it is nerve-wracking. You know, we probably will lose the Arsenal game on Saturday, and be 3 games without a win on 0 points. But don't get too down. Don't get too down. Like I say, gets to 5, 6, 7 without a win. Yeah, start panicking because you don't get a lot of time in the Premier League. In terms of prediction, guys, if we have a good day and it does sort of click a little bit, I think we could get a 1-1, 2-2. But if we have how we've been playing recently, it could be anything from 3-4s. Because they'll want to win as well. They've got pressure as well. You know, if they lose, they've lost 3 games in a row. So, you know, it's certainly maybe a game of who scores first might get the nerves going for the losing team. Yeah, so that's it, guys, for this preview. I hope you've enjoyed it. I didn't go too deep. I don't think there's any need to really with Arsenal. You all know about Arsenal and you all know how we're doing, but I just wanted to give you my opinions on who the danger men are and what they've been up to so far. Until then, guys, come on you irons, keep subscribing. We're nearly at 2,600. Until then, come on you irons, let's go.